Well, welcome back to Big Dog Repair. Today we're going to sharpen our riding mower blades. There's 3 per deck, and I got 3 different changes. So this will be for the season. I'll use my cordless grinder and my cordless to clean it up. So let's get started. Okay, put your safety glasses on and put on a pair of good gloves because they get sharp and they will cut you. So first thing I'm going to do is clean the blade from all the old grass on there, because what happens is it'll change the weight on one side or the other. Now we'll flip it around and do the other side. Okay, so now we got rid of all the old grass and everything that's on here. We'll make it easier to balance when we're done sharpening. So what we're going to do is this one side first, and then we'll do the other side. I'm using a 60 grit little pad grinder here. And we're going to go ahead and do these ends here. Okay, we're not making a butter knife or a steak knife. We're just cleaning it up, so if there's any breaks in it from hitting stones, you straighten those out. And in the back, we just clean this off a little bit for any, what do you call it, burrs. So here you have it, nice clean, not very sharp, but keeping the angle that the store where you bought them from made that angle. We're not looking to take a lot off because we have to balance it. All right, so I got another 8 times to do it, but let's hold off and let's go and sharpen, or I mean balance the blades. Okay, we're going to bring in the blades that we just sharpened, and we're going to put them on the balancer. This will tell us definitely if it's balanced or not, but what we want to do is put this on the balancer and see which one has more weight or not. So let's put it on here. Let her go. Bring her out a little bit like this. And it looks like this side has a little more weight on it. Okay, so we'll mark this one as having the weight on it. So remember, the one that has the weight on it is the one that we want to grind some more off. So we're going to go out and grind a little more off just to see if we can balance it a little better. Okay. Be right back. All right, we ground just a little more off. Let's see what happens. No, it's still on the heavy side there, but not by much. I'm going to call that good. Otherwise, you're going to be going back and forth, trying to figure out which one's heavier and keep grinding off. But if it's like this, I would call it good. All right, let's go put them on our riding mower. Okay, we're going to do an oil change and grease job and put new blades on this series 100 John Deere. It's got 372.3 hours on it. Has a 22 horsepower John Deere engine in it. We'll check the filters and all too. Clean the deck and like I said, put new blades on it. Okay, she's all warmed up. What we're going to do is open the hood here. We're going to spin the wheel so it's away. It'll be a lot easier to put a catch basin under here. And let me see. We're going to put a blue glove on. Turn the cap. And pull it, but it's tough to pull. Let me get a wrench. Okay. There we go. Let that drain out. Once that's drained out, we'll take the filter out too. Okay, I'll get you back when we come back on the other side. Okay, now we're going to take the used oil and pour it into the oil bucket that it came in, and that way we can have it recycled. I'm going to try to do it without spilling any. With this wind, okay then. Now we'll go catch the filter. Okay. Let's turn the wheel. Put this back under here. We want to put something underneath the filter to catch the drippings. So let me find something and I'll be right back. Okay, I cut myself one of these Aspen containers so it can catch the drips as you take the filter off. We'll slide it under here. Hold it there, and I already loosened the filter, so we'll just untighten it. And it'll catch all that extra oil that's in here out. Like that. We'll let that oil filter drain in our bucket that we're putting the used oil in, and we'll let this drip a little bit. I already got another filter. I put the date and how many hours it has on it. And this is what we're going to put back. Let that drip a little bit to get the rest out. See, now we can take this, unscrew it, and dump the rest of it in the can there. Now I do have one of those molded pieces that you would put underneath there, and you can manipulate it so it'll force its way down into the tub. Wayne from Eliminator Performance recommended me to get one, and I did get one, but it's in my other work area, which is the shed. Right now I am in my first work area, which is the garage, because it has the lift in it and everything. This is where I like to work on riding mowers, and the other one I can work on smaller stuff. Alright, I think it quit dripping. So now we can take this out. We'll clean around the area here. Yep. Take the paper off of the filter. Dip your finger in the oil. And just run it around the rubber, just a little bit. Like that. Now we can put it back on. Okay. Not too tight, but tight enough so it doesn't vibrate off. Okay. It's an oil tool. Now we'll go back on the other side and feed it some oil. Okay, recommended 2 quarts of oil, 1.9 liters. So let's give it 2 quarts. Not yet. Okay, that's right on the money. When we run it a little bit, we'll check it again because we did put a brand new filter in it, and that will determine if we need more oil or not, because it's got to get saturated in the filter itself. Okay, we'll bring our winch down. We already connected. And we'll bring her up. We have a safety cable here on top. So once we lift this, we'll hook the safety cable on there. Just a second point of if it drops, it will be hung. By our safety cable over here. So if this lets go, at least I have a safety cable from it stopping from falling on me. So what we're going to do is change out the blades. See if I get this down low enough. Let me set this up and I'll be right back. Okay, on this one we have a 1-inch socket to take off the 3 blades. This is the last one I have to take off. Now, it's not like the blades we had on the old John Deere L120. These have splines on them. I'll show you the difference. I'm going to scrape a little bit off of this deck to get off all this heavy stuff. There's not that much, but I better take it off than leave it on there, you know? But let me show you the difference in blades. Alright, this goes to the L120. You can see it has 3 holes in it. And no spline in the middle. This has the D140, has a spline in the middle. So they're not interchangeable. So let me go sharpen these up and get the scraper, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we sharpened the new blade, the blades. Now let's scrape some of this stuff off here. Not much here, but we're going to scrape it off anyways. Might as well, we're down here. I'll edit some of this out, but most of it, there's not much here. Very thin layer. Yeah, if you get a chance to pick up one of these scrapers, a grass buster, they're excellent. You can pick them up on YouTube, Amazon. Taro Fixes All sells them, so you might want to go over there and pick one up. Alright, so I'm going to put a little antifreeze on, anti-seize on these spindles, just because it makes it easier for the next guy to take it off. Alright. This stuff will get all over you if you get any on you. Okay, what do we got here? Put on your blades the right way. The cutting edge is down on the bottom. The wing goes up. So just take yourself the nut and bolt, nut and washer, I should say. these are splines. Make sure you get it on the spline. Like that. Put your washer on, then put your nut on. Just got a little bit of string on there or something. Most important thing is get it on that spline. What is that string? Let me get a knife. Yeah, it's like sewing threads or something. Kind of weird. Hopefully that's the only one that had it on there, but we'll leave the knife out. Okay. Make sure it's on the spline and tighten her up. Okay. That's one. Get number 2 on. That has string on it too. Picked up some kind of string somewhere. Okay. Where's my washer? Here it is. Again, make sure it's on the spline. Make sure your cutting edge is going down. It's on there. There we go. That one's on. Now we'll get the last one. Okay. This one has string on it too. What the heck? Where did it come from? Okay. Now we can put her back up. Now that we have NICs all over us. Okay. Very good. So, we'll check the blades for balance here. So they're not bent. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now to get out of here. Okay, we're gonna let her down. And let's pick this up first. Put this away. Now let's let her down. Take the safety switch off here. And the safety cable. Let's go up a little bit. Okay. That's the safety cable. Let's let her down. Take the cables off. Okay, so let's take a look what we got underneath the plastics here, because I'm kind of wondering from all winter long, anybody living in there? Sure. Quarter. Okay. Okay, let's see. 3/8. Now these you don't have to take off completely. Just loosen them up pretty good. little quarter up here. Quarter or 5/16ths. I think they're 5/16ths. Okay, let's get some 5/16ths one. Okay. Now this should come right off. There we go. All right, nobody living in the hood. That's good. A little bit of stuff was started, but nothing major. All right, that's good. All the fins are clear, so we don't have to worry about cleaning out the fins. The fins are nice and clear, because that's where the heat would develop, is in between those fins. So that's all clear. Let's put this all back together again. Okay, very good. Checking that stuff out is while you do the tune-up or an oil change is good, because if a mouse built a nest in there and you didn't catch it, you could blow a head gasket from that nest being in the head, and you'd have a job taking everything apart. All right, that's on. We have 1/4 inch in the middle here. And then all of them are 3/8. You don't have to kill them because this is just plastic. Okay. Pre-filter. Air filter, which is nice and clean. Yep, don't have to change it. Perfect. And the cover. batteries from 620 Everstart. It's a Walmart battery. Yeah, it's pretty good. In good shape. Let me just dust it off a bit. Okay. No need for a tune-up yet because she starts pretty good. Okay. We'll put the hood back on and drive her out of here. All right, we're going to do one more check of the oil. And when we run her around cutting grass once, we'll check for the oil again. So this says it needs a quart. Well, let's put a quart in. All right, we're right between the hash lines. Perfect. So, let's take her out, and we're done with this project. So we did an oil change, and we sharpened up the blades, so we're good for a while. And we changed the filter. It doesn't need a tune-up because it runs good. Until she starts running bad, we won't really change anything else up. So this is Hank saying over and out.